the
Right.
room.
Right.
I mean, comedy. How long have you been doing comedy? I was like, it's my first time ever. He's like, nigga, I want you to be my opening act. I want to teach you because you a natural, nigga. Yo, this your first time.
And
I'm
like everybody's supposed to bomb their first time. You're the first person I know who hasn't.
but you gotta understand, and you know, to be fair to the truth, you gotta remember, before I ever did stand-up comedy, I had already performed with Public Enemy.
Right.
I'd already performed with Tribe Called Quest.
You knew
I'd
how to
already
work the stage.
performed with Joe Cooley and Rodney O. I knew how to command the stage.
Right.
So it was just knowing how to command the stage, and then being the novice of not having something prepared, but just to rely on myself.
Right.
Just being funny.
And to be honest, that is what the quest for comedy is. The more you can be comfortable and relax and command that stage with confidence and be yourself, be your honest, you know, your point of view, your honest point of view, whether it's right or wrong, as long as it's your real, sincere. Hey, that's what makes comedy tick.
Right.
You understand?
Being in the moment.
Being in the moment, and people, you know,
I think all art, if you're genuine, it translates the best.
Absolutely, I agree with you. All art.
Right.
You know, and I guess it's difficult to be a comedian because you know, even though each audience is a new canvas,
Right.
you don't know what texture that canvas is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you have to be true with yourself, because at least if you're true with yourself, you know what colors you're gonna use.
Right. And just by the way, and I've never seen this personally, but I know that you've talked about this. You have bombed.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, that is part of this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't handle bombing, don't come to comedy. Get out of here, man.
Right.
That's part of this.
But
Because you learn from bombing.
Right.
You learn from bombing. You can, you know, cockiness and conceit, that doesn't work, right?
Right.
You gotta be
I
humble.
was just warned that on your first time, because like I was asked to like do a guest spot. I didn't end up doing it because I do public speaking and stuff.
Okay.
And some people think I'm funny. But they said you're gonna bomb though because it's your first time.
Yeah, don't claim that. They don't
That was
know.
like it was like some sort of like universal accepted belief between comedians that no one knows exactly what they're doing on their first time.
Hey,
I've seen people do great on their
let me
first
tell
time.
you, I did comedy for a good solid 2 years before I bombed.
Right.
I was under the stupidity that I couldn't bomb. Like, oh, I really thought, oh, some people bomb and some don't. I'm one of the ones that I don't bomb.
Right.
And when I did bomb, man, oh my gosh, it was, it was like.
Was that opening Freddie Griffin? Or just
No. It was in a contest.
Oh, that's even worse.
And it was the first contest I ever entered.
Right.
And it was the Tri-County Comedy Competition between LA County, Orange County, and San Bernardino County.
Wow.
And it was held at John Wayne Airport.
Right.
And I went out, you know, I hit the stage, and the main thing that really messed me up is we drew numbers to see who was going to go first, all these comedians. And as we were drawing, before we started drawing numbers, this guy walks up. They say, hey, guys, this is one of the judges. This is Rodney King's attorney. Rodney King
Yeah.
had came to this comedy show, this contest. And it was the night before he started his civil trial.
Wow.
Okay? The night before, the next day, not the criminal trial, but the civil trial.
trial.
The one where he gets paid. And they wanted him to come to a comedy show and relax. But see, here's the problem. I knew Rodney King. I grew up with Rodney King.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a personal relationship with Rodney King. Rodney King stole my bike.
What?
Yeah, he stole my beach cruiser.
Did you beat his ass?
No, I didn't beat his ass. He was bigger than me. Rodney King was a little older than me.
So now,
I mean, when you watch it,
said
it going, good for him, he stole my bike.
I saw Rodney King stealing first I saw my bike leaving the window frame. Right, and I was like, oh, hold on, that's my bike. And I run outside, and there's this dude walking my beach cruiser down the street. I'm like, hey, homie. I turn around, it's Rodney King. I'm like, Rodney King, hey, I know you, man. I knew him from the boys club.
Right. Boys club.
I'm like, yo, that's my bike. And Rodney King looked me dead in the eye and said, is your bike blue, cuz? I said, no, my bike is beige. What are you talking about? And that's my bike.
Right.
The beige beach cruiser. What do you mean? I'm not talking about a blue bike. He reached in his pocket and pulled out a spray paint can and started painting my bike blue.
Oh my God.
Right in front of me. He's like, yeah, well, this bike here is blue, cuz, so it can't be yours.
Now, when you're watching the beating, where you're like,
No, I was like, yeah,
that's fucking-
get him. Get him. Can we get along? Can I get my bike back?
Oh, dude.
But
So,
no, it
did
wasn't.
you talk shit
That's
about
a
Rodney
joke.
King
But
on
I
the,
know.
no, I know.
yo, but Rodney King, you know, the thing is,
Did you talk shit about him at the contest?
I was about to. I was like, this is. I won. I won. I'm about to pull the truth out. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. And so his attorney says, listen, I'm one of the judges, and I'm telling you right now, if anyone says anything about Rodney King, you're being disqualified. He's not here to be made fun of. He's not a part of anyone's joke. He's here to relax. He's got a big case, as you all know, tomorrow. We don't even just pretend like he's not here.
Talk about a comedy killer.
Exactly. You want a comedian. The worst thing you could tell a comedian is not to do something.
Right.
It's just in our nature.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Andrew Dice Clay,
Right.
he was told not to tell some jokes by
The Clark.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like you just can't do that, man, because it's man. If you want a comedian to ruin your show, tell them not to ruin your show.
Right.
They will ruin your show. If you don't want them to ruin your show, just don't mention them ruining the show.
Right.
So
Don't.
did everyone get disqualified?
Well, I didn't get disqualified because I wanted to win the contest. I wanted to get $5,000 and $5,000 worth of hip hop clothing. They had all these designers,
Wow.
Dada, and you know, I was like, oh, right, FUBU, you know, I was like, oh, $5,000 worth of gear. Oh, I'm not gonna mess this up.
All right,
So I
Rodney,
walked
you can
in-
have the bike.
Well, let me tell you, when they said draw numbers, I reached in the hat. I was the first person to reach in the hat, and I pulled out number 1.
Oh. Bike
So I'm like, wow. And I up until this point, I had never been up first.
Really?
In my whole 2 years of doing comedy, at
Wow.
that point, I had never been up first.
Yeah.
And now I'm the opener. I didn't know what this was. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
They know how to open.
I didn't know how to open. And all I knew is that I couldn't talk about Rodney King, who I knew, who stole my bike, and I get to talk about that now.
And everybody in the audience.
I got
is
my
conscious
bike
of
back
this.
too. I said, hey, we'll go on and paint it then. And I'm gonna have the homie come through, and I mentioned the homie's name, and he's like, oh, that's your, oh, hold on, here's your bike back. I'm like, yeah.
I'm glad there's a happy ending.
Yeah, but anyway, that night, I wanted to tell that story. And
Right.
dude said, if you say it, you disqualified. I saw that money in them clothes flapping away. And I was like, nah, I'm not letting that happen. So I didn't address it. I didn't address the obvious that Rodney King is in the audience the night before the biggest trial of his life.
Right.
I didn't do it.
And the audience is.
And in that hindrance,
Right.
I walked out and I looked, I was shook. And I learned right then that when you walk out as a comedian, if you look shook and it's not part of your act to look shook,
Right.
you've bombed before you even grab the mic. Because people look like they're looking at you. They want to see if you're confident, then they're cool. Because they're like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, we're going to laugh.
Right.
But if you come out there like, they're like, we got to sit through this, you know.
Especially at a contest.
Right, at a contest. Hey, I grabbed the mic, I said something right off the bat. Boo! And I was like, hey, hold on, I didn't even say boo!
Yeah,
Hey,
then,
wait!
then you're done.
It's just, I just got bombarded with boos.
That's,
And man, that had never happened before. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I really felt like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
yeah,
Maybe this isn't my call, you know.
I'm getting
You know,
goose chills. You were there. You were there at the comedy store when I did
comedians
Dante's
know,
thing.
brother. Hey, bombing is, the feeling is just, I can't describe. People say, oh, you have so much courage. It's like walking a tightrope. But you have to remember, the rope is only 3 feet off the ground.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to fall. So what, man? Get back